What's happening, my guys? Welcome back to another day in the life. We're here in Spain. These thumbnails are crazy, man, looking back and seeing all the different places we've been to. So I'm on day 16 of posting every single day for 30 days, so do me a massive favour, make sure you've hit subscribe to the channel. And for those of you that are new to here, my name's Christian Hill. I'm the founder of a coaching program called Ready for Anything. We basically help people that are in high pressure, stressy jobs that don't want to be stressed anymore. They want to feel better in their body, they want to feel better in their mind, and they want to be someone that actually feels more connected to themselves rather than being this person that's in a constant state of stress from the moment they wake up. So yes, make sure you've done me a massive favour, hit subscribe to the channel and come and join us on our day in Mijas, Spain. So we chose this place because next week we're actually running our 4th ever training camp and retreat in Mike's gym in Marbella. It turns out it's not actually in Marbella. Marbella's about 35 minutes away, isn't it? But we're just walking along this incredible boardwalk right now. We didn't actually research where we were staying before this. This is like a 10-minute walk from where we're staying on the hill. But we've got an incredible gym that I'll be going to later on. How's the recovery post-marathon?
Good. Real exo-like.
Go. How cute is she, man? I was 86 kilos yesterday. I woke up today. I was 87.
Were you?
I think I was 86 and a half kilos. And today I'm 83. I'm 4.5 kilos lighter. Your body's just so inflamed after being on a flight. Do you know what's interesting as well? So many folk will say, I know it's because of the flight. I know that's why I've gained weight. With zero account of everything they've ate and drank and the lack of movement and the lack of routine they've had. There's nothing wrong with gaining weight. But it's so funny when folk just are like, yeah man, like I was on a holiday and like I gained like 8 kilo, but I know it's because of the plane. It was the plane that done it. And I'm like, bro, it wasn't the plane, man. It was the food. It was the bevy. That's why you gain weight. We've actually pretty much got a packed day of one-to-one calls with our guys. See, since we've been here, there is just constant work being done in this building right now. It's actually a really nice apartment we're in. I don't know what's going on here. There's work going on outside. There's work going on in here. I keep having to jump between rooms. Hey man, this is not ideal. I can only describe my first few days in a new environment, in a new space. It's like a little autistic kid. I feel a bit weird and unusual. And that's why we go back to a lot of places. Like obviously, I live this life where I'm a full-blown digital nomad. Don't have a technical residence and I'm always jumping to and from places. But the reason why we go back to a lot of places that we're familiar with is because we know it. Because it's quite a big ordeal arriving somewhere and having to know where you get your food, where the supermarket is, the restaurants you like, where you go for your walks, where things are, where your community is. Like obviously I'm only here for 1 week and then we're heading up the hill to Mike's gym where we're running the retreat, so I'm not too bothered about meeting a ton of new people and building a ton of new relationships. I'm not standoffish that way, by the way. When I travelled a lot and I lived at home, the experience that I was getting when I travelled was different because I always knew I was going back home or I'd be going back somewhere. But now I have this like a little weird feeling where like I don't really have a base. Like I've mentioned this before, but Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I don't have a consistent shelter in my life. Food, shelter, clothing. I don't have a consistent shelter. I'm always jumping between places and there is this weird adjustment phase to your body experiencing the change. And I always get that in my first few days. This is actually our wee pad right here. I'll take you on a wee tour. Ailey! Is this the right one? Yeah, it's number 6. Ailey! That's hilarious. That's not even my apartment. That's the wrong apartment. Oh my god, oh my god. This is our apartment over here, man. It's an identical building. I just went into block number 3 and I'm in block number 5. I'm in this one right here, man. I cannot believe I'd done that and actually said it wasn't the right one. Right, come on, I'll show you about our apartment. I was thinking like this will look like, look how nice this one is. I was like, that other one had a pure grimy door. It looked like, I don't know, like I was going in somewhere dodgy. This is our nice little apartment. Ailey, I just walked into the wrong apartment. So we done this last night as well when we were coming back and I was like, it's in here. And we keep walking into the wrong building because they're all identical, but how nice is this little pad here, man? It's cozy. The TV doesn't work though. Nothing works in the TV, which is unusual. And then here's where I've been doing work. Filmed my YouTube out here yesterday. Very nice little pad. That's a little room in here. Just about to jump on my call after this. And Ails is through in the little office. Through here? Little Ails. I'm actually on my way to the gym right now. I was meant to be hitting lower body, but being honest, I'm exhausted, so I'm going to do my easy bike session today, hit lower body tomorrow morning when I'm feeling a bit more energetic. I'd love to tell you it's because I've been travelling, I've been in different countries, I've been sleeping in different beds. It's probably a factor, but I had a bevy on Sunday and it turns out I'm a lightweight now and I can't handle it, but it affects you, especially when you don't do it a lot. I used to be someone that was a proper binge drinker, and then I was someone that didn't do it as much, but when I did do it I would still binge drink. And now I'm someone that takes extended breaks away from alcohol, and every time I come back to alcohol, my relationship with it just continually changes and changes, and I do it less and less, and my inclination to do it is less, and the way in which I drink and when I drink and who I drink with has changed. And for me, who's someone that's been in the health and the well-being and the fitness space for a very long period of time, naturally I've levitated towards being that person that explores these things, like periods of sobriety, my relationship with alcohol, really acknowledging it, because I think I'd be a bit of a fraud if I didn't. It's funny, man, as I'm walking down here, everyone's just bevying and getting on it. And I would just encourage anyone watching this right now, if you've ever thought about taking a period of sobriety, or it's always been a part of your life, although maybe it's not problematic, you've never had a period where you've went to things sober or experienced part of your life sober, you've only ever been bevying, like weddings, holidays, long weekends away, there's always been a beer or a glass of wine in hand, I would definitely encourage you to take a period of sobriety. It is an amazing way to improve your relationship with alcohol, an amazing way to give you more control, an amazing way to actually exercise a level of discipline as well. Because here's the thing, man, like if you do 30 days sober, it's not actually that hard. Loads of folk do dry January, don't they? But let's be honest, they've pretty much bevied for the entire December, and all they're doing is taking the same amount of time off it as they were on it, and then when they're off it, they're not actually going to anything that's going to make them change. So I would encourage anyone, if you're watching this right now and you've ever thought about taking a period or extended break away from alcohol, do it for 3 to 6 months and go to the things that you would always go to, where you would always drink. Go to them, because that's where you rewire. That's where you actually challenge yourself. That's where you meet the version of yourself that actually needs to change. Because anyone can take a break away from alcohol and avoid all the things that involves alcohol. That's easy. It's easy for anyone to do, because you're not actually changing anything. It's like someone that wants to go for a big health push and then they just don't eat any junk food, or they don't eat any foods where they feel reluctant to binge, and as soon as they move away from that restriction phase, they just go back into that binge cycle again. They've not actually changed any of the chemistry in their brain. So if you are going to do it, take an extended period away. It's actually quite interesting about self-improvement, is a lot of people want this outcome. So they want the life, they want the body, they want the health, they want the relationships, they want the wealth, they want the success, they want all of these things in their life, right? And then what happens is when they embark on that journey and they have to step up, they have to become more of a leader, they realise that a lot of the behaviours that they always tried to facilitate, the binge drinking, the poor eating, the mindlessness, the carelessness, that they've always just like kind of accommodated, they realise that they have to let go of that. And what it actually does is it kind of spoils all of the things that you've built your life around. And that's what happens when people go on a self-improvement journey. They see the outcomes, so they see the status, the wealth, the physique, the health, the opportunities, but then when they actually go on it, it takes a lot of balls to commit to that, because actually so much of you that needs to change. And if you're sitting there right now, I don't know where you're at in your journey, and you're like, it's only a few things, I just need to lose a bit of weight, I just need to make a little bit more money, I just need to put this thing in place. It's not that straightforward, man. Manifestation, my perspective on it, isn't that you think it up and it just appears in front of you. It's about really stepping into becoming the person. And what you actually realise is when you start acting like that person in every aspect, your mindset, your relationships, your attitude, your outlook, your discipline, your self-talk that's going on internally, the way that you're calling yourself out for things that you previously let off, when you start really stepping into being that person, you start to see things that you couldn't see. And it's not that they come your way, it's almost like the visor's lifted and you go from not really seeing the opportunity to actually almost putting on the glasses of the person that you are now becoming, and it's like the world brightens up and everything just sparkles a little bit, and it's like, man, I can't believe that thing happened. What a coincidence. It wasn't a coincidence, it was always there. You just weren't in the right headspace to receive what needed to be received. So this is the gym right here, Max Fitness. It's actually a beach club downstairs, I'll show you. It's absolutely rammed right now with everyone partying, and then the gym is upstairs, man, but this place is very sick, and it's literally an 8-minute walk from where I'm staying, which is mint. This is an absolute vibe. Check out the gym. This is like one half of it. There's a massive space around there. I'm not going to try and show you it, but look down here. It's crazy, isn't it? It's so funny. I came out this walk, pure low energy, low frequency, trying to build up, and then I'm like, let's go, baby. This is the outdoor area upstairs. I'm actually going to come to a CrossFit workout on Saturday here, man. What a brilliant little space. And then there's the motorway right there. That's the way to Malaga's that way, and then Marbella's that way. What's that? There's me else. And for an hour on the bike.
Ben?
I never told her what I was up to the dinner.
Well, he did tell me it was up to you. He told me he was doing half an hour on the bike, and there's only one bike, so I was like, right, well, I'll come when you go back. He was away for like nearly 2 hours. I was like, where the fuck is he? I went a massive walk, you guys seen. I've done 17k steps an hour on the bike. He nearly phoned me like, where are you? And I was like, I can't even leave the apartment because I've got no signal, and he wasn't answering his phone. Made so many silly little mistakes today, haven't I? Walked in the wrong apartment. Never told Daly what I was doing. It's so vibey here, man. Look at this. Beach club down there. So it's back to the apartment now to redeem myself. Cook us a nice dinner. It's funny, me and Ailey have been having a meal out here constantly when we were in Cyprus, and we had it last night as well, and we're calling it boy kibble, because it's basically, when we were in Cyprus, you went to the butcher's there and they gave you so much meat. The chicken breasts were huge, but when you got mince, you just be like, can I have half a kilo? And they would give you like 700 grams. And it got to the point where me and Ailey were cooking the full thing, 700 grams of mince, and just splitting it between us. I was having a little bit more, like 400 grams, Ailey was having 300 grams. And honey, soy sauce, bell peppers, paprika, but we put chilies in it last night. Amazing meal, by the way. We don't measure anything. It was a higher fat mince as well. It was really good. But someone replied to my story and they said boy kibble, so me and Ailey have coined it as that's our favourite meal right now. So you've heard it here, I'll get it in one of the episodes. Give it a try, man. Hunters of mince, hunters of soy sauce, hunters of honey, paprika or chilli. Get it cooking, man. Have it with some white rice. Boy kibble, there you go. There's my apartment over there. I'm not going to make that same mistake again, but I'm going to walk up the hill just to round off this YouTube before I go back and edit it. Just want to say thanks for tuning in. Make sure you've hit subscribe to the channel. I'm on a mission to get 2,000 subs. We've barely moved over the last 5 posts. We were on a trend, we were gaining a lot of momentum, and it's just slowed down. I do not know anything about this algorithm, but all I do know is I'm on here every single day for 30 days. This is day 15. Thank you for tuning in, and if you are interested in working with me, you want to create a calmer mind, a stronger body, you want to be someone that's living more energetically, you're not stressed all the time, you want to actually start seeing more results in everything you actually care about, don't hesitate to drop me the word go. I'll send you over some more information and we can discuss how I can actually help you become the man or woman you know you're capable of being. You're not hitting the mark with yet. Anyway, see you later, guys. Catch you. Goodbye.